I love 3D dimensional dies that make unique creative cards, and I am sharing a comparison of the shadow box die sets I use to make these cards in this video. Hello and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I am Karen Heshik, and I admit I am a die cut addict. I ordered one of these 3D die sets, and while waiting for it, forgot and ordered the other. But I love them both, and I'm sharing many cards and a comparison so you can decide which is your favorite. The first of the two die sets that I'm going to show you today is the Sizzix Holiday Shadow Box number 2. Now, when you're looking online, you'll see there is a number 1, and that's very pretty as well. But I had noticed this in a new release and decided I just had to have it. There are very many pieces in this die set. As you can see here, you have your main pieces and some snowbanks. Now it's mostly for winter and Christmas cards, but it could be used for other seasons and reasons. And I think you could make hills out of this and make like a nice spring or summer card with it as well. I have all the pieces from the two dies on 2 magnets. And I am going to show you how easy it is to make cards with that shadow box die set. This is the very first card I made, so I didn't even need any practice pieces or anything. I just decided to do a white on white. As you can see, it stands up. This is a happy winter birthday, and all of these cards that I'm not making in the video I'll have more details on my blog about, but this is a pretty white on white winter birthday card that I made with this die. And as you can see, you can put like 2 or 3 snowbanks in there and make it very dimensional, and then it does lay flat to mail in a larger envelope. I have one over there when and so both of these sets are very dimensional, but they do lay flat to mail. This is the other card that I made, and this one is a Thinking of You card, and this is the one that I'm going to show you how to put the pieces together. As you can see in this one, I put 2 snowbanks. The tree didn't make it a Christmas, although you could make it a Christmas if you wanted. I made it a Thinking of You for someone that is in the hospital. I think that would be very pretty for them to display in a hospital room. This is the other set of dies that I purchased. Actually, this is 2 sets. This is the Spellbinders Grand Dome 3D die set by Becca Feekin. And I did want to point out that that other set that I showed you with all the pieces together, the price is normally $39.99, although I've seen it on sale for less. This set, which is, this is a separate set, the birthday stuff, but this, which is the main front and the sides, and this, not the balloons, that is the Grand Dome set, and that runs about $30. And then I also purchased the Happy Birthday layered die set that goes in the inside of these pieces. And here are some cards that I made. This was, again, the very first card that I made. So I did watch some videos, but it's very, very easy to do. One of the videos, and I'm going to link it in the description, was very helpful. And she pointed out that if these side pieces bother you for any reason, they don't for me. But you could fold them down and then put another piece on top, and then they wouldn't show. But that's what's holding those layers in. And I'll show you how easy that is to do. This was a combination of those 2 die sets together. It's a Happy Birthday bright colorful card. I did it in primary colors. And one of the layers I did on acetate for some more balloons. So, and again, all the details on these other cards will be on my blog, and there'll be links. This is another one I had a great time making. It is a fish scene. And it says hello, just popping up to say hi, to say hello. Fish pieces from Karen Berniston and a water looking die, stamp set from Kitchen Sink Stamps. And then on the back I said, thinking of you. So as you can see, that would be really fun. And they fold flat very easily, and they fit into a square envelope if you like, or another little bit larger envelope. But they stand up and then they lay flat to mail. So I just think these are really cool. This is to show you that you don't have to make a 3D type shadow box out of these. So I made this really pretty birthday card with those same dies and made it flat. So the happy birthday is in the inside, and this is Tonic Studios mirror card to make a really pretty birthday card using that die set. This is the card that I am going to make with you in this video, one of them. I wanted to show you that this is the type of envelope, not sure what the name of it is, but you can lay it flat and mail it in that, and then it will stand up once the recipient receives it. I have cut most of the pieces out already, so to save time, but I've die cut the white pieces of the shadow box, including 2 snowbanks, and this is the top and the bottom, and I've put a strong skinny score tape on those. And then a little bit larger, I think this is the 1/4 inch score tape on the snowbanks. I've also die cut out the green tree and the white snowy tree, and in both cases I have added my favorite glitter accents fresh snowfall from Nuvo and let that dry, and that's a very easy way to add snow to your projects. I've also die cut out the bunny and the deer and the fox, and those have all been sponged with a little ink, and I put a little piece of brown behind that and some white, and those are ready to go in our scene. Now our back, I cut it out of white, and on the very back I'll just show you, I did thinking of you. There's 2 eyes there, and I dotted one and forgot the other, but I'll have to fix that. I just cut the top part out of blue. I can see I'm missing a piece. Let me find that. I had, for some reason, this had fallen and it got into the garbage, but this is the front piece that I die cut with several of the dies, and of course there's the opening, and then this was die cut out of Tonic Studios mirror card, one of my favorite colors. I think it's Imperial Blue. And then the back is created another top out of the Tonic paper, Tonic mirror card, and then I used the Altenew watercolor nebula washi tape, and I thought that would make a very pretty background for our forest scene. This is going to be the bottom of the card, and you can put in 3 or even 4 snowbanks if you wish, but I've decided to do 2, so I'm going to do the one taller one towards the back and then the shorter one towards the front. And then we're going to attach the big tree on the back, and I'm going to do that with some glue dots. So I want it to be on the bottom parts. Come on. I'll take a slightly smaller one. So that's going to stand up in the middle of that one. Now I can see that this glue dot is too high. If I can't get it off, and I don't know, but let me show you a trick that I could do. If you have powder, and you can create your own, I think, with talcum powder or even, I think, flour, you can neutralize a sticky whatever you might have so that it doesn't stick anymore by adding powder on it. And then also on the that one, I'm going to put a bunny looking at the tree. And then on the front one, we're going to have a deer, and we have a tree. Use micro on that, and has to be on the front. So you can see how easy it is to create a pretty scene there with all the dies from that set. And then we are going to attach the back piece here, and then of course the front piece, and then the top. I'll lay them flat and attach the back. And then the front. Again, I always find it easier to lay it flat if I can. And then we have just one more piece, and that is going to be along here and along there to hold the top of the shadow box together. Excuse my head if it's in the way, I'll try not to be, but I'll make sure I get this straight on here. this on. So our shadow box winter scene is complete. The box stands up, and your recipient would see the beautiful scene that you've created, and then on the back it says thinking of you, and then it will lay flat to be mailed. And there are the two that I have created using the Sizzix Holiday Shadow Box number 2. This is the card, a wedding card, that I'm going to show you how easy it is to use the Spellbinders Grand Dome 3D die set. Obviously you can make the birthday cards or anything, and they do have a really pretty another set that's a little taller that has a wedding set that goes with it. But I decided to use dies and everything that I already owned. I have, as you can see, have 4 different layers of the scene inside, and then on the back I said Mr. and Mrs. with one of the hearts that I cut. And these cards fold flat, and they will fit into a square envelope to be mailed. And these are the pieces that I have cut out and prepared. There is a front and a back piece, and on those you cut the slots off. So I have used Tonic Harvest Gold mirror card for the front and the back. Okay, it was Cobalt Velour that I used on that other one. So, and on this one I've used the Harvest Gold, and I've also used some specialty paper from Tonic Studios. This one is Umber Etching, and this one is Copper Roses. So some really pretty specialty cardstocks from Tonic Studios. So the front and the back have been created with the mirror card, and again on the back I said Mr. and Mrs. Using dies from Honey Bee Stamps. The second layer is going to be cut out with a circle inside, and we'll have these slots on here, which I'll show you how easy it is to put this together. The third layer has Forever, which is a die from Stamp-Plorations, and this heart is a cat scrappiness die, and I have cut that one out of a vellum, but it's kind of a shadowy vellum. You know, it has a little bit of a pattern in there. This is another one with that beautiful Tonic paper, and it has the heart cut out. This is the last one just before the gold, and this die is from Momenta, so that has the love message again on vellum. And then the back will be the plain gold. You cut out 2 side pieces that have the slits in them, and I've put some strong tape on both of the scored edges. One thing to note is there's a little less room from the slots to the top. On the bottom there's a little more room from the slots, so you know that you have the bottom when there's the one with a little more. I think that's about 1/2 inch and maybe 1/4 inch. So I marked it with a arrow to remind myself that this is the way you want to put them on. And then the Forever, I die cut out of a piece of the gold mirror card, and I put a piece of the score tape on the back and pulled it off and made it sticky so it would attach to the vellum very easily. So we're going to start from the back, and we're going to slide each piece that we've created. I took a knife and opened up the slots a little bit, and that seems to make it a little easier. And I'm going to try to show you. Just basically push them through, and again we're starting from the back, and then once you have it through, I like to wiggle it a little bit, and then you're going to push it down. So each one is going to be pushed in, and then the slot or the piece that sticks there has a little the bottom piece, and you push it down. Okay. Then the second one from the back is going to be this one with the hearts. And I'm not very good with my left hand, so I'm going to have to turn it around. Okay, so we're going to put it through the slot. And then I like to get in here and pull that bottom piece out just a little bit, so and then you push it down. See, it's not hard at all. The next piece is the vellum with the heart and the forever. Slide it through those. And then pull it down. Okay, one more. Just that bottom a little bit, and then pull it down. So we have one side done, and then we're going to repeat that for the other side, making sure we have the down part there. We're going to slide it in. Get that bottom piece loose and push it down. And then push it down. Push it in the slot. Push it down. One more. And push it down. So it was that easy to put together. Once you've decided what's on each layer, our inside pieces are complete, and now we're just going to put the front and the back on. These are designed to lay flat, so I like to push them flat if I can, so it can easily attach the front and the back. And then let's go this way, lay that flat, and maybe we'll just then we'll do the back. So you can see it's very easy to put together. A little easier to see on this one. We have 4 inside layers in the shadow box, and we've made a beautiful wedding card. I love how these cards turned out, and I'm glad I got both sets of 3D dies. Both are easy to use and make very impressive dimensional cards that fold flat to mail. Which is your favorite? Please let me know in the comments section. Thanks for watching, sharing, and subscribing, and thanks too for helping me share the joy of creativity.